Restoration is such a simple but amazing school of magic, as it counters and fixes everything the other schools broke. Resist Corprus disease is actually useless, no spoilers though. Resist common disease and resist blight disease. These will reduce your chance of catching the disease based on the magnitude of the spell. At 100% you're immune. This is great if you want to storm a den of vampires. Cure common disease. Just in case you did catch something, you can always cast Cure common disease or Cure blight disease to remove it. Take note that these spells are very difficult and very expensive to cast though. Because of this, alchemy is preferred. Cure paralysis. Now this spell would cure paralysis, except if you're paralysed you can't actually cast it. Your only option there is to get your Herbiton out. You can still cast it on allies however, if you care enough. Cure poison. Just in case something venomous bit you and you feel your health points slowly trickling away, cast Cure Poison to remove any long-term poison damage. Fortify Attribute. This bit is where all the other schools get the buffs. These spells will allow you to increase your attributes by the magnitude of the spell. You can also fortify health, fatigue, magicka, and even skills if you run through the expansions. Given the spell type, you can add these buffs up to 8 times in a single spell. You could fortify your magicka to cast a super spell, or fortify your alchemy skill by 800 points for 2 seconds before whipping up a batch of super potions. Fortify spells are also crucial to custom constant effect enchantments. Resist element. This includes resist fire, frost, shock and poison. These spells will reduce the damage taken from the specified element for the duration of the spell. With 100% resistance, all damage is nullified, and this is really easy to attain with certain races. Resist magicka. This will increase the target's resistance to non-elemental spells, like damage and absorb attribute, etc. Now 100% will basically make you immune to all non-elemental damage. You may still be silenced or paralysed however. Resist paralysis. Does exactly what it says on the tin. This will make it much harder for you to be paralysed. At 100% you're immune to paralysis. Now if you're unfortunate enough to contract vampirism, you're already immune, so don't worry about it. Restore Attribute. These spells will restore the chosen attribute by the magnitude of the spell. You need these spells to fix any long-term effects of disease, if you can't cure it, and to reverse the effects of damage attribute spells. I recommend everyone grab themselves a spell of Restore Strength as soon as possible to avoid any Bonewalker mishaps, shall we say. You may also Restore Fatigue. A basic spell to restore fatigue for a few points can save the day on a new character, since you only have a few points to play with anyway. And finally, Restore Health. Now Restore Health is absolutely wonderful. I mean, it restores health, and health of course contributes to the benefactory ideals of, well, not being dead. So that's great. Also, should you find yourself a victim of porphyric haemophilia, in other words you're a vampire, you're dirty, a small constant effect of Restore Health will help counter those nasty suntan burns.